How's everyone doing? I'm trying to get rid of a hard pimple, apparently. I always thought it was a hard pimple or deep. Yeah, apparently these are kinds of pimples that can stay for months, if not treated with, like, a hot compress, I guess. So, guess who's hot compressing right now? Pretty sure it's all of it. Alright. Down with the fat man. The bad fat man. Because there's some good ones. As you can see, I have leveled my white mage up to 70, so now I have plenary indulgence. Gonna have to start figuring out when I should use that at best, like a good time to put that on, because it's what is it, like, I think it's like 10-20 seconds. Let's go to the Crystarium, grab the healer role quests while we're, going over there. Might as well. I don't know if you guys want me to stream those role quests. I know they are somewhat important. I'm afraid I probably won't be able to get the tank or the caster one, considering I haven't been leveling up those. I've been trying to, first of all, help my friends get through Stormblood, and leveling up my healer, which I've just done. Which way is that one? Oh, here. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to start figuring some stuff out. Because if not, then I might do it in the back. I might do it while I'm going through the post story. I'll try to start focusing more on my Gunbreaker and my Red Mage, so we can get those up. But hey, we finally get to talk with the this boy here. Look at him. A hardy-looking dwarf stands before you, draining a flagon of ale and working swiftly, given the helmet. Don't you know better than to sneak up on a dwarf mid-flagon? Not even a proper greeting either. Look here. Lally-ho! Name's Giot. Lally-ho! Please tell me I get that as like a fucking gesture. See, now that's a greeting. Lolly-ho's aside, just who are you anyway? I dare say I'd remember someone like yourself if we'd ever met. I'm Freya. You're from the same strange lands as the Crystal Exarch, you say? Well, well, well. I was with the Exarch. He knows things, right? And he's got some sort of mystical power. Don't suppose you're the same, are you? Because I could use someone with powers likes which this world has never known. Hunting sin eaters, you see. Well, one in particular. Me. A healer and not half bad at the job, eh? I like your confidence. And I wish I could take your word for it, since you sound like just what I'm looking for. But I have to ask you to prove it. There's no need for that. Listen here, the scenery I hunt ain't your average abomination. You can't blame me for wanting to make sure that I'm not leading you to your grave. That'd be bad for the both of us. So you get yourself on over to the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, and we'll see what you've got. Almost sounded like Freya's admitting to being a sin eater. I mean, she's almost becoming one. With all that light inside her. All that light. Fucking light. Oh, one of my friends is here. Alright, let's go meet him in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd. Alright, for a job, I'll just teleport over there. Or I might do just this quest and then get my way over. But yeah, I'm very excited to finally become a fucking glare mage, which I'm pretty sure is that. I'm pretty sure that's the next thing I get. Is it? No, I get. Okay, I get Dia and glare. Glare meme, yeah. Thought you found the place alright. Like the music. Now, for the prey. That'll do. Now just take a deep breath and... Hey, your mother was a hobgoblin and you ain't much to look at neither. Come here and face me, you craven shite! What? What'd you say about my mother? Though you got lies prone, the creature appears indisposed to cease its rampage. Seems that it will have to be dealt with. Good work, Giat. Good work. Holy. 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 Can't wait to get the blood lily. Alright, let's get you back up. Come on, Gia. Ha, see, that wasn't so bad. I reckon that I broke 3 or so ribs and at least 1 femur there. But my bones feel just fine, right, just fine now. Better than before, actually. And that beast gave you no trouble. Seems that you're just what I'm looking for after all. We can talk about the rest back at the Crystarium over a drink or 3. The folks at the Wandering Stairs know how to keep them coming. Meet me there. I guess I'll meet him there. And then we'll go to Kalusia. And continue with the melee DPS role quests. We should probably be able to finish all those today. Hopefully. Why did you level White Mage? Yesterday. I got it to level 70 yesterday. Are you asking me when I started playing White Mage? I started playing it a while ago. It was the first healing class I did. Ain't nothing like a flag in it after well-earned victory. You didn't do anything! I didn't say it was my victory. Of course, I did find myself a partner of uncommon skill, so maybe it was. Besides, you wouldn't be able to finish the healer story since you need access to the north half of Kalusia to finish it. I know, but melee DPS, I should be able to finish today. Whatever you want to call it, what we just did. Doing it helped us understand each other. Sure enough, I've seen that you're a masterful fighter, and you've learned that I'm fearless as the stone, and so a fellowship is forged. Also high specs. Now that I'm sure you won't get yourself killed, I can tell you about the senior I'm after. It's one of the so-called cardinal virtues, Sophrosine, and it's a nasty piece of work. She's really horny, especially for Ardbert's penis. Each of the virtues looks like one of those fools who brought the flood upon us. But this one takes after the worst of the bunch. Limit, a disgrace to all dwarven kind. Specifically Ardbert's penis. That's right. Answers, they won't want to live with the shame of Limit's sins no more, so the head of the council, Eldermost Elder, stay with me here. Gave me this job. Hunt down Sophrosine, slay it. See that it don't keep sullying in our good name. I'm our strongest warrior, so if anyone's going to do it, it has to be me. That's fine, I'm more than up for a contest of might. The problem I'm having, though, is that Sophrosine keeps healing itself, and it's, well, deeply annoying. I suppose it's because Limit yourself was a kind of master of the art, but Sophrosine's healing is so powerful that no matter how hard I whack it, I can't leave a scratch. Well, you wouldn't be able to leave a scratch with a whack. Take matters worse, it also flies around, carefree as you please, resurrecting other Sin Eaters. We'll be after our eyeballs on him forever if we can't do something about those curative powers. That's where you come in, right? Nate doesn't deserve your scoring, you know. Listen, I know you have your own ways, and that's just fine. Whether you care much for dwarven honor or not, you have to agree that a senior that can raise his fellows from the grave is a danger to us all. As for Limit, you should know that being a dwarf is about respecting tradition, and she never did. Never. Well, honestly, man, if it was for Ardbert's penis, it might have been worth it. You might not have heard, but the tales say that Limit roamed the land without her helm. She willingly showed her face to those who weren't kin. Okay, so these are Lollipoes. I had a feeling. I just wanted to make sure. But they're called dwarfs. Again, she knew full well that it would dishonor her and us all, and she did it anyway. Then there's the part about bringing doom on all the world. Not one of our taboos, really, but it's generally frowned upon. And now she's back. Face bare to the world, a Sin Eater. What could make a dwarf go so wrong? We have ale to drink and Sin Eaters to hunt. In that order. You healed my body, sure enough, but I'll need a few more flagons to restore my vigor. And by a few, I mean about 100. Come and find me later. Fine. Okay. You're going on the list. Alright, gotta be level 72 for that one. Was it? Wait, was it? Giot shows no sign of having ceased drinking at any point since your last meeting. So yeah, from now on, I'm gonna also start leveling, Gunbreaker. Or going to try to. But I also need to level Healer, because I need to get through the levels of the role quests. So, that's just kind of how it be around here. Alright. Roulette time, baby. You know, when I'm done helping my friends with Stormblood. Oh yeah, Lunar and Shay just finished base Stormblood last night, by the way. So, they're well on their way. Surprisingly enough, they still don't hate Lise. So, crazy. It's funny because, like, I told him at the very beginning, when Lise, like, revealed herself, I was like, welcome to the second most hated character in Final Fantasy 14. And he said, what, why? And they keep going like, yeah, still don't hate Lise, by the way. Yeah, I don't get it, right? It's weird. Makes no sense. Like, I can understand maybe someone might not like her, she might seem a bit overbearing or annoying in some cases. Dislike, I'm sure. Hate? What has she done to deserve that? Hello, Aurora. Are there you a friend of Reek's? Act like because she's blonde, she's on the same tier as Minfilia. I think another side of it is it's not Ida. Which, like, yeah, that's the point, but they like Ida's personality. Hey, this is Miss Olvara, the wet nurse who raised me for practically the entirety of my childhood. She was bonded to my family and lived with us in the castle at the time, but when I came of age, she was forced to leave. Nobody else is as bad as Minfilia. I'll take Teleji out of Leji. Ma, you've grown into such a strapping young man, but I can't imagine you came to Gate Town just to pay me a visit, my little Reek. Not in front of her, if you please, but to answer your question, we did in fact come to see you. There were stories you told me as a child of a courageous hunter. Was that hunter perchance the warrior of light, Renderay? Renderay? He was like comic relief sometime? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Sarge. Of all the reasons you could have had. Aye, those stories were of Renderay, the greatest bounty hunter of her day, the legend so many aspired to become. Less so after the flood. It was still fresh in everyone's minds when I was younger, and for all the good they had done in life, none could deny the chaos they sowed in death, as Sin Eaters. But despite all of that, me and my mates still looked up to her. We knew all her feats and swore to preserve them, in secret if need be, that she might inspire future generations as she had ours. Sarge, have you been doing your tank role quests? So years and years later, when you wanted to hear tales of adventure and heroism, I couldn't help but share with you the ones nearest and dearest to my heart. I wish I hadn't had to change all the names. Oh, he's been doing extreme rate progression. Good for him. That's crazy, man. That's some crazy stuff, Sarge. Then it's true. The hero who I looked up to as a child, whose tales of daring do drove me to take up the bow, as you had, to pester you for training that I might become a bounty hunter. It was her. Miss Olvara, Prey and I are hunting Andrea, and we believe that one of the stories you shared with me may help guide our search. Namely, the one about the great horned beast that killed our friends. Will you tell it to me again? Wicked White, is that? Oh, my little Reek. Very well. Even as a young hunter, Renderay's incredible hearing was unparalleled. She could track her quarry through the forest by the most minute sounds of their passing, from miles away even by some accounts. Even the most subtle and stealthy beasts ever eluded her for long. A misplaced foot, a snapped branch, eventually Renderay would know, and her aim was always good and true. As she grew older and honed her skills further, she set her eyes on bigger prizes. She became a hunter of notorious marks, and together with her comrades earned fame and fortune. As reputation swelled, so too their egos. Only the most dangerous game would suffice, and so they resolved to hunt the Scourge of Norvrant, the Devourer of Souls, Balam Quits. But what Renderay did not realize is that her greatest strength would prove her undoing. For when she faced Balam Quits, the beast roared with such force that it brought her to her knees. Helpless, she could only watch as it claimed the lives of her beloved comrades and fled. After burying the hunters and vowing that she would one day avenge them, she took to the road once more. She met Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light, and for a time she accompanied the fledgling heroes on their adventures. Wiped to an S rank. Ooh. To them, she was a breath of fresh air, a vibrant young woman who savored every moment and found joy in the simple pleasures. They knew not of her fallen friends, or how their deaths weighed heavy upon her still. The party wandered the realm, performing many great deeds and growing ever stronger, as did Renderay. On Kalusia, she even devised a means to defend against the powerful war that had been her downfall of that fateful day. All friends quit the game after that, so she became an ERP main. Damn, dude. It's rough. And then, while engaged in adventure in Raktika, a rumor reached Renderay's ears. Balam Quit, Scourge of Norvrant, Devourer of Souls, had been spotted wandering the city of swamps. 'Twas a golden opportunity, but to seize it would be to face the beast alone. She could not wait for Ardbert and the others. nor could she ask that they forsake their sworn duty. But perhaps it was just as well, for the memory of her defeat still haunted her. The courageous hunter had allowed a single fear to take root in her heart, the fear of losing her new companions as she had her old. So it was that Rinderway ventured forth in secret, resolved to slay her hated foe, Vauthry, alone. Finished it last night? The role quest, specifically? That took you a while to answer. With all her strength and guile. What'd you think of it? How was it? I still need to get my tank leveled up to do it. Duengon? Okay. It was good? Yeah. I'd suggest leveling up your others so you can do the other ones. Clara Strength and Guile, the Legendary Hunter, did just that. Vengeance claims she rejoined Arbor and the others, and never spoke of the terrible battle twixt her and the dread beast. From that day forward, she was Render Ray, warrior of light, and the deeds of her and her comrades would be celebrated forevermore. It's strange to think that the woman I admired when I was young would become the sin eater I swore to slay. What she became doesn't change who she was. Even if the tales were a little embellished over the years, they were rooted in truth. She was and will always be a hero to me, and to you, I hope. Thank you, Miss Olvara, for everything. I promise I'll visit you again soon. So Freya, remember that theory I told you about the virtues being driven by powerful memories? If Andrea is reenacting the event, the journey leading up to her confrontation with Vauthry, the one that took her from Amarang to Kalusia, then her next destination must be Raktika Greatwoods! God, Freya looks so good in that Iron Man. Right, that was where she laid low the beast at last, in the City of Swamps, to be precise. And so that is where we shall go. Let us away! Now listen, Meek, there's an awful lot of people who don't know about Renderay, or the world for that matter. Yeah, Korthus Westlands! He just looks like, what the fuck's a Korthus? So, wherever you go and whatever you see, remember not to take it at face value. Don't just accept what others tell you as good and true. Listen to your heart and decide for yourself, and be safe. What just said Ruby C? What the fuck's a Ruby C? Right, was it? It's such a pleasure to meet a friend of Reek's. His parents never hesitated to provide him with all the wealth and opportunities they could. When it came to love and support, well, all I can say is that it is a miracle that boy turned out as well as he did. Oh, yeah. One can never have too many friends or too much support. That goes for you as well, I should think. I kind of like that the switcheroo of the rich, pampered kid is actually very nice. So the bar. One of the characters of a fic I was writing, and I should get back to. I specifically made one of the rich kids very actually genuinely nice person, because I wanted to counteract the trope. Oh yeah, I can fly. Yeah, I can fly here. Hildebrand Manderville. Hildebrand Manderville is a very nice man. He's also just an idiot. Though Hildebrand is kind of ignorant, I would say. But he does have good intentions. When I was little, Miss Olvara seemed so much bigger and stronger than me. Though, to be perfectly honest, the way she carries herself even now speaks of confidence I cannot help but envy. That's just old white woman confidence, man. But never mind that, we have a virtue to hunt. Let us commence our search at once and keep our weapons at the ready, my friend. Grandma levels of power, that's right. Like the good kind of grandma. The one who will literally smack you with a ladle if you hadn't finished your food. Every bite. Heh, about time our luck took a turn for the better. There she is. It's a ghost. her Sin-Eater wouldn't recognize me, I don't think. What? Now? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. I wish you were all with me, but I know it's better that you're not. We have a score to settle, you bloody bastard, and this time I'm ready for your tricks. Technically, the worst time to get crossfaded was that time you almost got killed in Doma, but you're lucky that Ali Say was there to take him out. Oh shit! Yo! Does this mean you get to play as those characters when you get to those other ones? Oh, are these... Is this what Bard gets? These are some cool moves. Alright, bro, I'm fading. Uh-oh, downpour duck count. I am not gonna make them. Okay, so wait, I can stop that attack with a dueling arrow, that's right. Okay, right, those attacks. I need to get back to Bard. The game explains that in the tooltips. If you look at the action tip for that specific attack, it says, yeah, it interrupts attacks. However, what it doesn't say is that some attacks just can't be interrupted, which they should have talked about. Okay, but they did tell you what it does. Yeah, they should be clear on which ones it is, but they do tell you that it does interrupt attacks. No notice the cast bar for attacks? That's such a cool attack. Get the poison. What's acid? But it's purple. It's purple like pink, so I'm gonna call it poison. Balam Wonder World. Oh, okay. We won't. Hey! The boys are here. Because if you know the old way the game was in, is a DPS warrior here. Oh? Because you could just do that? Oh, wow. It was the highest rate of DPS back in the R, and it was a tank, yeah. But it didn't tank well. Done. And this game they have a tier list of what's specifically the best is not a strong argument anyway. Numbers are so close together you can just take whatever. Yeah, that's what I really like about this game is that you can, if you like this one more, like obviously they all have their strengths. Like say Scholar being better for shields, you know. White Mage being better for heals and regen. And then Astrologian, like, soon it's not going to be that anymore, but it's a much faster healer too, but, like, lesser heals. They all have those kinds of strength, but they aren't, one isn't, like, better than the other. Or at least by too much. That really makes a difference. where people are like, no, be a white mage so you can heal the most, kind of a thing. Yeah, not by enough to matter, and that's what I really like about Final Fantasy XIV. Cause yeah, I hate when games have like a class like this is just a better blank. Which is why I guess people are being like so upset about Dark Knight, is because Dark Knight isn't. Everyone else is getting these cool moves. Dark Knight is not for Endwalker. People refuse to party with Astrologian. Was it that bad, or did they just not understand how awesome Astrologian was? Or was Astrologian was as broken as the answer and were at launch of the sex pack? Like, good broken? Oh, you mean at launches? Yeah. So just like that we were... Yeah, you said they got less cards. Making far simply for being Astrologian? Ah, that's horrible. I hope that doesn't happen with Sage and Reaper. Then why, pray tell, did you even try to do something so foolish? If we'd been here from the first, it wouldn't have been anything even approaching a challenge. No, it's against TPS to do that now? Or TOS to do it now? Okay. Back in the day, I was a bounty hunter. I told you that much, but I haven't told you about my old partners. So catches one of you doing that to other players, and you can get into some shit for it. Good! I'm good they're on that. I'm good they're pretty active on that. Together we attract and claim countless notorious marks throughout Norvrent. We were the best in the business. Everyone knew our names and our reputation. They called us legends, and somewhere along the line we started to believe it too. Then we set our sights on Balam Quits. I survived. They didn't. I swore vengeance, but had no idea how to go about pursuing it. Then I met you lots and thought that maybe with your help I might just have a fighting chance. So you see, I never intended to keep it all a secret. It's just, you never asked, and since I'd rather not talk about it. Easy to live in the moment, you know? The next town, the next job. The weeks flew by, and after a time, I started having second thoughts. Never seen a vote dismissed for anything other than a AFK player in Stormblood. I had lost those closest to me before. I didn't want to live through that again. Are we or are we not comrades? Through thick and thin. These bonds of fellowship between us must come before all else. Otherwise, they may as well not exist. You say the thought of losing us pains you. What of our feelings? What of our loss? What if we had not arrived when we did? You saved our lives more times than I can count. How dare you refuse to let us do the same? Without those keen ears of yours, I'll never know what bollocks Brendan and I were whispering about me behind my back. And ignorance is not bliss, let me tell you. This one's worth a fortune, eh? And fame besides, I'll wager we won't have to pay for our drinks when we get back in town. Oh god, it's not another night to remember. Don't you worry about your pretty head over our fearless leader's questionable constitution. Take pride in the victory, for the small folk will sleep easy once they hear Valan Quit's demise, till Arbert's drunken snoring wakes them up from their slumber. And on that note, I think it's time we quit this place. And Rendere, I trust the next time you decide to hunt deadly game, you'll do us a courtesy of extending us an invitation. And there I thought I was doing you a favor by keeping you out of personal affairs, selfish as it was. Oh, fine. But if you go and die on me, I'll pay a necromancer to raise you from the dead so I can kill you out of spite. Agreed. Now then, mind cutting off whatever it is you need to take back as proof of the kill? I don't want to lose our reward on a technicality. It's a fine crystal. Why not hold on to it as a memento of this occasion? That's a familiar-looking crystal. Wake up, damn you! Hello? What's wrong with you? I'm sick of your so-called gift has cost us a chance of slaying Andrea. You know what? I've had enough. Yeah, that's fair. But, like, you know. Enough, I say. Yes, I don't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of hunting this in here on my own. Can I not say something like you will get killed? Like, I don't hate him enough to, like, give him, like, a sarcastic remark like that, or that. First, goes someone to what you want. Yeah. On our return to Gate 10, you'll be given your final payment, and we'll be free to go our separate ways. Hold on! There's 2 more levels of this quest left! Though I will say, I actually did really like that little sequence there. Where it actually showed, you know, the Warriors of Light from the first, like, being a group, being a team of adventurers, instead of the people we met before. What is this? Is that a one that gives me a, No, it is not. Well, might as well do it. If I can handle all those fights into the person quest, they felt really bad for they just later on. Yeah, I can only imagine how they felt when they first tried them out, but they feel fine. A bit tedious, because it's just kind of using the same attacks over and over again, but I don't mind. And they're really good at like, maybe, say, someone who doesn't want to get into another class, like, here, try this out. Try this class out. It seems pretty cool. Never fucking awful, but they've walled me out of clearing this quest up for hours. Oh, it sucks. Tried to get one of those Tide clans that she likes, a good sized one too, but a clan shot out from under the sand and almost clipped my arm off. So you seem the capable sort. Do you think you could help lend me a hand? Oh, thank you. You should be able to find the spot I was digging not far from here. Water. Just watch out for those snippers. I'm gonna be a white mage for this one. Since it's level 70. But yeah, no, I really like that little flashback. Because it was good to see these people that I've mostly seen as like tragic heroes turned villains, to actually see them in their heyday. Yes, I am a white mage. Hey, Vidalis. Holy! I will say I hope the role quests in Endwalker have the recurring characters from the class quests of you know, the past expansions, because I want to see some of these characters again. We're going back to class quests? I could have sworn we're doing role quests for Endwalker. Because I assume they're doing role quests to, like, keep themselves from doing, like, too much work. Because as they're adding on more and more, you know, classes, which are stories, there will be 5 of them. Yeah, just like, yeah, I thought. They're going to be, splitting melee DPS, they're going to be splitting physical DPS into 2. For ranged and melee. But, so I'm hoping they have recurring characters from the... Maybe for the next expansion. Maybe because of COVID they couldn't do it. I feel like COVID might have a good chance of causing that. Couldn't quite work on everything they wanted to. So I'll assume and hope that for the next expansion after Endwalker, you know, had almost no issues getting content they want done around COVID. Yeah, but that's like all those class quests. That's a lot of work. You think what they said they want? Okay. You know they said they wanted to. I kind of do like having class quests, though, so I do hope they come back to it. I kind of like having a quest line like specifically designed for my class in mind. It's interesting. My husband caused you more trouble than I expected. Yes, he did. You slew some shadow monsters. What came between him and that clan? A good thing too. He says, "Grand, I'd be burying whatever parts of him was left." Yeah. Now give me money. To the south, huh? Yeah, start grabbing the Aether Currents as well. So why do you think they did... I mean, I'm guessing they probably explained why. Why'd they do it for Shadowbringers? Why'd they do role quests for Shadowbringers? Well, yeah, there's that, but I mean... That doesn't stop you from being able to... Like, the game doesn't stop you from being able to go out there. So I don't find that excuse, It's the main reason why? I mean, I can see why they might start doing that as the regular thing, but I do miss the class quests, I will say. Because yeah, as they're adding on more and more classes, that's more and more just whole entire quest lines to do. So I can understand why they would try and mitigate that. But now that they're getting like much more well known and having more players added, wait, is that what they said? This Endwalker's gonna have 1.5 times the story of this? No, don't turn to me! Don't look at me! Are those its eyes? No. Those might be its eyes. That's freaky. Because 1.5 times longer than Shadowbringers as far as the script goes. That's crazy. But also amazing. That's actually really cool. Yeah, so I can see why they'd want to mitigate that. Because that is, like, you know, that's a lot of work. So, here's hoping they go back to class quests in the expansion afterwards, because I do like having a whole quest line built specifically for like Dragoon and, you know, White Mage. They have these characters that you kind of grown attached to, that you kind of that you want to see continue on their story. I don't know why I ever placed my faith in you. You're such a disappointment. Yeah, since Endwalker is the end of the Ashes storyline, I'm sure they'll dial it down going to whatever we go after next X-Pack. It better be a Sky Pirate expansion. I want the Sky Pirates back. I miss my sky pirates. Let none ever again speak the names Reek and Frey in the same breath. Yes, never again. And with that, I bid you good day. When he was little, Reek's parents punished him for a time by withholding his allowance. Without money to lavish on his friends, he soon found that many were only drawn to him by his wealth. I dare say he feared you would abandon him as they did, and decided to push you away first. I'm not trying to make excuses for what he said. I only hope you can find it in your heart to forgive him. Take some time to think it over, then come and see me. Oh, and take this for your troubles. They already made one expansion out of what happened with an alliance raid. I know, but I want them back. They said at the end of the... What was it called? I'm just gonna call them the Sky Pirate raids. They said at the end of that we might see each other again, so I'm hoping that's like a hint at that we'll see him again. An entire Nier expansion? That's not gonna happen. Besides, I'm sure people would want to do stuff that's like better connected to Final Fantasy. And I know the Nier expansion's canon. I mean, the Nier raids are canon. I love working with Yoshi P and the team. Oh, that's nice. That's good to hear. Especially after all, the troubles Yoko Taro has been through with, like, having games that haven't been doing that well. I'm sure a talented woman like yourself is needed all over the realm, and so I thank you for springing one to hear me out. Since you two are raised, Rika's come to visit me several times. When he's blessedly in good health, I worry for his spirits. I think he may have been the only friend he's had for some time. I considered journeying to the Crystarium myself to look in on him, but I find travel rather difficult these days. If you would go on my set, it would put my heart at ease. Alright. One of the views, he actually had input on the 12-turn raid this X-Back. Isn't that the... No, Nier isn't the 12-turn raid. You should help with more than just the crossover raid? What's the 12-turn raid for this? I only know about the Nier raids. What do they call the ones for this? What's the name of the BOD's brother? Thank you, then. Well, never mind then. It's fine, don't worry about it. Of course, I have no idea what Eden is, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Though, Fidelis, let this be a lesson. Again, on, just blurting things out. I'm not angry, don't worry about it. I'm good. But... Expressway sees empty, and there's nothing to suggest he has occupied recently. Perhaps someone will have noticed his passing. I was gonna ask what other side stuff they have, but I won't. And don't answer. Looking at Master Week, are we? I dare say you're the only one. Word is, Mommy and Daddy cut him off, so there's no point in pretending to like the little shite anymore. Last I saw him, he was moping about. You play game, learn self. Last I saw him, he was moping about like someone had shot his Amaro. I'm sure he'll turn up eventually. I don't think he was that bad. He might be a bit, like, ignorant, but I'm not gonna say he was, like, a bad person. Eureka, the Mr. Lordling? If he ain't sat at his usual table, then I have no idea where else to look. Why did you shoot his dog? I did not shoot his dog. I did not. That is a lie. You're the week's partner. I was with Lambert, remember? I was stressed, because after we left you, we headed straight to Raktika. Herman's Andre there, and Lambert wanted to strike while the iron was hot. By the time I realized we were overmatched, it was too late. I saw Lambert fall, and when the Eaters set their sights on the others, I fled. Call me coward if you like, but my cowardice saved my life. Wicked whites, I still remember looking back as I ran, and seeing Lambert rise to his feet. I told everyone what had happened, to warn them off the hunt. Some listened, but a few bloody fools took up their weapons and joined the hunt. Glory-hungry imbeciles, and not one of them has returned. didn't expect Lurik to be one of them me either. I remember thinking it was odd, especially when I saw him leave for Arctica alone. You're meeting him there, I presume. Good luck, friend. But I have no doubt that you're going to your doom. Do you know who I am? Rude. This way. This is supposed to be... God, that hit me. Keep forgetting. I forgot to fly here. God. I'll help you out. You okay there, buddy? Hey, man. You got diddled? Why are you here? Don't tell me you came for me. Yeah, I came for you, you idiot. It's terrible. It's horrible, Andrea. She's... God damn it. We're gonna watch a bunch of people get murdered. Oh, no, it's just him. So why didn't he die? Anyway, if aught of you remains, then hearken to my words. Are you talking to me? I have come to lay your soul to rest, alone, as you have yourself faced with Lime quits a century ago on this very ground. Lambert? Oh gods, no! He just turns around and like, peggable. You're looking pretty submissive and breedable right now. Huh. Twink. A little twink. That's how you had a vision of my past just now, didn't you? Sorry. I thought as much. It wasn't but a moment ago that I confronted them. Awfully useful, that trick of yours. Though I can't understand why you kept using it every time I ran into Andrea. I can't... Believe me, I was just as surprised as you were. Huh, so is this something you did deliberately? Good to know. Anyway, unintentional or not, at least I won't have to convince you of what I saw. She's turned Lambert and those other hunters into sin eaters like herself. A human axeman, a Galgant swordsman, a dwarven healer, and an elven mage. Looks awfully familiar, didn't it? She's rebuilding her fellowship. She's remaking the Warriors of Light. But now they're not good. But for the life of me, I can't understand why. I mean, I understand why she came here in the first place. She's reliving the hunt for Bell and Quits. Miranda Ray slew the beast by herself. The stories were clear about that. No. No, they were not. What? They were there too? Then the stories were wrong? Makes you wonder how embellished the stories of like, Freya are. In Eorzea. God, it struck me down. I've been such a fool. Why did I ever think I could do this alone? I hope you can find in your heart to forgive me for all the things I said, Freya. I regretted my behavior since the day we parted ways. It was stupid and nonsensical and utterly pointless. I'm not sure I could even tell you why I did what I did. You open to any of the extreme fights from previous expansions? Yeah, aren't those supposed? Those are supposed to be the embellished stories. I'm pretty sure. I did the which one I did? I did the Ultimate Weapon. I think I did a few other extreme fights. You got the Bard guy. Yeah, I met Yoshi P. It's fine. Water on the bridge. 100% embellished. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the I really like that they make the extreme ones, or most of them at least, just embellished stories. Thank you, my friend. I hope it is alright if I call you that. Yeah. We're good, dude. Just, don't do it again. Alright then. Andrea should be around here somewhere. Still on the hunt for Bram Quits, I suspect, but not that she'll ever find it. Bards tell stories to one-up other bards until nothing but lies are left and the true story is all but a faded memory. No doubt Lambert and the others are still with her too. He and I may have had our differences, but I did not wish that fate of my worst enemy. Actual quote from the Bard story? I think I remember that one, actually. He deserves to be laid to rest. They all do. Renda Ray most of all. She is my hero. And if I have to kill her to save her soul, then so be it. But this is too much for even the best hunter to handle alone. And I am far from the best. The only way to see us through is together. You and me, my friend. What say you? Let's go. Ha! I ask for a word and you give me a nod. Fair enough. Before we resume the hunt in earnest, though, let us return to Gate Town and let Miss Alvaro know all is well. After all, you wouldn't have come unless she sent you. No! Hit me again! Let's just take the piss out of you for being 100% of the time. Yeah, it really does. I love it. Even though your character does actually talk. Imagine if they gave you a line of voice text in a cutscene. That'd be awesome. But yeah, that would be like, I know Code Vein does that. And Heaven's Word has a brilliant concept, or I think this is like, don't talk if you agree. Good, let's go. For you, what would happen in Destiny 2 Forsaken? Oh yeah, it did, didn't it? Wow, I completely forgotten. All the God Eaters getting to that, by the way, free, not just Code Vein. I know it's not just Code Vein. Code Vein's the one I thought of. Well, what a pleasure to see you again, in the company of Little Reek, no less. Am I right in assuming you've patched things up? I should like to think so, yes, and it is all thanks to you. Had you not implored her to give me another chance, I might as well be sitting alone in the swamps, dwelling on my myriad feelings. And you, my friend, I know not why you sought her out on your own, but I'm glad you did. Miss Alvaro is perhaps the only person who truly cares for my well-being, but she has no one to look after her. Don't be silly, Reek. I have you, don't I? And before you start blabbing about how you wish you could properly reward for it, as I can tell you're about to, know that I prepared a hearty meal just for her. That's very thoughtful of you. Nevertheless, I shall see you both duly compensated once we have claimed the bounty for Andrea. And claim it we shall, for united Reek and Freya are unstoppable, is what I would like to say, but I know my own limitations better than anyone. It would be prudent to make proper preparations at this juncture. You two should see to it that you are ready for the struggle ahead. It will be a mighty one indeed, but one well worth the effort, my friend. Oh, I get materia. I haven't used any material at all. Right, my friend, my partner, I trust you already. Good, good. That is very good indeed. Before we depart to face Andrea for what I pray is final time, I have a confession to make. I may have been somewhat misleading when I intimated the tremendousness of my martial prowess. In truth, it rather pales in comparison to yours. Uh-huh. I gather you are not unaware of this. Truly, your representatives as you are mighty. No one is as good as fighting as me. In my defense, I must say that when I realized what an exceedingly powerful warrior you truly are, I was dumbstruck. I struggled to conceive of how even to broach the subject. Furthermore, I must admit that a great majority, nay, all of our efforts to hone our skills in preparation for the battle to come may have entirely been entirely for my benefit. That the disparity between us might not be so readily apparent. To think that my insecurity drove me to postpone this fateful day for so long. In my cowardice, I allowed Andrea to assemble a party of followers. Therefore, we might have only to contend with the one foe, must now confront 5, and for all my preparation, I'm so no more likely to be an asset to you than a hindrance. But perhaps that need not be the case. Discussing this grim reality with Miss Aurora while you were away, we hit upon a potential stratagem. Recall you Renaray's great strength and weakness, preternatural hearing? We can be reasonably certain that Andrea is possessed of it as well. Therefore, if you were to fashion a device that could produce a loud noise at will, you could use it to secure an advantage in your battle. What I lack in the strength of arms, I make up for with guile. While it will not guarantee us victory, it will surely bring us one step closer. Hello? 1,000 pardons, Vauthry, but I am come to deliver a message from your Lord Father. Daddy? What does he want with me now? It has come to your Lord Father's attention that you have been engaged in the hunting of sin eaters, in gross violation of Yulmore's most sacred values. He commands you to cease all such activities at once and return to the city forthwith. Should you fail to do so, you will be stripped of your citizenship and family name. No further financial assistance will be provided. Oh dear. He's against the virtue on Discord, you're welcome. Oh god. Suspects just sent me 10 hours of air horn. I am not going to be playing this. I don't want to wreck anyone's ears. But he sent me 10 hours of air horn. You may tell my father and mother the following, that I am Blue Reek, proud bounty hunter, slayer of sin eaters. That I have no intention of renouncing his cause, and that they are free to do as they deem fit. Tell them that if they have no son, then I have no parents. That I have no family save Miss Ovara, who has shown me more love than they ever have. Very good, Master Reek. I should have your reply to them at once. And very rad, sir. You are very cool. Shall I tell him to suck your dick as well? No, that's overkill. Please don't do that. I'm mostly not playing it for, you know, any viewer who might have hearing problems. Like sensitive ears. That settled, we can get to work crafting that giant noisemaker bows. Let's consult with the craftsman of crystalline mean at once. Alright, I think I'm going to continue with the main quest now. They see you lit a fire in him, Freya. Never thought I'd see the day when he'd muster up the courage to say anything like that to his parents. Ba-ba! Ah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. That's gotta be their nose, right? I just want. We'll just do this. Let's wait. You have a story things? What does that mean? You have done story things. Okay. Yeah, Freya, the others have gone ahead to reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It's been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Umor? It's been like a week. Since you faced Lord Vauthry, and I felt such fury as I never felt before. His actions are unconscionable, of course, and any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage, there was something else. At first I was unsure what it was, but in the course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vauthry's self-righteousness and his absolute belief that he, and he alone, is the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. He isn't the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I feel duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept it with good grace, I did is another question. What is it, Ryan? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. Tower. Yes, let's join our comrades in Gate Town. Alright, as a precaution, I may ask that you go first to ensure the path is clear. The closer we are to you, the more I worry that Reen may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, I pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. I'll get those later. He's gone from Soy Jack to Chad, and now he sees Vauthry as the Soy Jack he once was. No! You can't just go around killing Sin Eaters! Haha, darkness go. Brr. Darkness go brr. The fuck's going on over here? Hey, what's up with you guys? We obey. Oh shit! Zombie! I haven't read either. I haven't. Pretty sure Kalusha is the only place I don't have full Aether attunement in. That's mostly because we can't go to the other area just yet. I already, like after the stream was done last night, I went and did all the ones for Amarang. Long live Lord Vauthry. Long live Lord Vauthry. Don't start attacking me, dude, please. He's doing something. All that meal, I believe, might be the cause, possibly. Where's his fedora? Milady. There's one fearful man. What's happening? What's wrong with everyone? This is kind of creepy. Mission hath begun on a strange note. Tell me about it. Oh, good and joyous. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you notice the people behaving strangely along the path. It's more of the same here. Ishtola and Alice are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. Give me the money, bitch.
Strange. Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vauthry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
Minnie!
What can you tell us from here?
What up? What?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city.
What?
But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
It's gotta be Vauthry, man. It's gotta be Vauthry.
Oh, so that one's Alfino. Well, unless you're triplets.
Oh, hey!
Kaishia, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alfino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me. See, after you saved my life in Yulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave, not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
My man.
That took no small amount of courage.
I love Minnie.
Well done.
She just likes to sit here and just be pet.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vauthry starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
Nicked his pie!
It is like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Amarang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through.
Why?
Now that's when everyone went funny. No, everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vauthry after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
there's something I need Reen to see.
What? Need more? So greedy.
This was among the townfolk's food stores.
What is it?
Oh, that's just meal. Yulmore doles this stuff out.
No, it couldn't be. I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Wonder what it tastes like.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do
Yeah, very good,
far
apparently.
more than merely nourish the body.
That Vauthry wieldeth power over sin-eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence?
Yeah, like as if he's a sin eater or
Twould
something.
serve to
Like he's the
explain
light
why
warden.
the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
That meal.
He's been rounding up sin eaters and feeding them to people, altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
The dev said meal tastes extremely delicious, like the best food you ever had.
Sin-eaters.
Ooh.
What if they are not simply rounded up?
Like, what was the fruits of,
Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city?
what was the place in,
Many enter, but none leave.
yeah, I'm very curious as to what Ascension is. Is it literally turning people into fucking...
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor.
What was the place Persephone, like,
Vauthry's
what was
deeds are beyond
Persephone's garden
justification.
called?
Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
The one where if, like, you're very tempted to eat the fruit, but if you eat it, you're just
It's
there
highly
forever.
probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there.
Arcadia?
And I'm
That
all
might
for
be it.
going after it. But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let
So
us
is
through
Ascension
without a
literally
fight.
being turned into a
Like it
Saint
or
Eater
not,
just to be
the time
eaten?
for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
I gotta keep the camera down so that Minnie will be shown. We need Minnie here. Minnie's a very important character in the freelance universe. She is smelling my phone. And now she is fascinated with Final Fantasy XIV Online. As she should be! Asphodel? Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. Raising his influence over the people he speaks with desperation. He will not go quietly. Mio! I'm fine, Freya. Shaking with fury, but fine. Let's go. It was Sin Eater. Wicked white. We all scoffed the stuff without a second thought. Never got near as much as the others, but the bitter greens and bony fish I got by on don't seem so bad no more. The upper level of the city houses Vauthry's chambers. He must keep the warden close. I'm telling you, man, he is the warden. Either he or that lion. You're like to encounter Ranjit again. One can only hope he's still licking his wounds. Yet, even without him, Yulmore is an eminently defensible city, as you doubtless gleaned during your visit. When last I set foot inside its walls, I almost mistook it for dear old Limsa, but it is full of unpleasant surprises, all of which is the long way of saying, be on your guard. My heart is gripped by an unshakable sense of foreboding. Let us proceed with all care. When we step through the gates, we shall not find the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you're brave for this, let us sally forth. Alright. Don't. Just gonna keep my hands up here so nothing happens.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! It's them! The villains who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away! Long live Lord Vauthry.
He would use his own people as shields.
That's not surprising.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vauthry's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
We kind of have to.
As if we ever would. Press on with Alphino. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
Like a little bit. Harm them a little bit. Like bonking them on the head, you know? You won't harm them, proceeds to harm them.
May the 12 guide you.
Hey! Not for dogs. I mean, this is a machinist. Oh, I'm sure machinists would have some abilities that would be useful in this. Don't harm them, horrified look at my gun. Don't worry, it's rubber bullets. I knew it. I knew it. Because we'd fight him. Definitely frustrated or something, but looking at while stabbing this fucking gesture. Oh, good. Okay. I will continue on then.
You will find my master in his chamber.
This motherfucker. About time.
But only should you kill me this day. And you will not.
I can't believe they showed off Reaper like this early. You're one of his puppets too.
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vauthry's ideals of my own.
You see, metaphorically, that means you're still one of his puppets.
Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict.
Conquest,
Thus,
conflict,
have I chosen
conquest.
to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon
Oh,
he
did they?
who
Huh.
is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Alright, defeat Ranjit. Good thing I already know basically most of this fight. That's right, and Freya somehow knows. Why am I not getting riding thrusts? Yeah, just that good, or just chasing her after. So I'm lining your positions correctly? Ah! I like this one. I almost got him. Precious girls. Are you alright, Freya? Doesn't appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vauthry's otherwise engaged. Let's get the upper levels while we can. I'm gonna guess that he's not up there. Oh, he is. Oh god, what is he doing? Oh, he's eating the lion. Was Rin's at? It's like we had double talking banner, but Ranji was Rin's actual father. Oh, that's actually crazy.
Your reign of tyranny is at an end.
I'm returning.
For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused.
That's honestly easy to believe he means the other Minfilias.
And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance.
I mean, they look nothing alike.
For the future of all.
Rin.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
Not biological, actual father. Well, that's what I thought you meant.
The Warden, it's not just a sin eater.
Because I already knew he took care of her. Called it. Fucking called it. Then again, it was pretty obvious.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but
Please, please,
mine.
don't.
No future but mine. No will but mine.
I like doing
It
both.
is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world.
Oh. You see, Specs, it's extremely hard for me not to do that.
Me?
My mind always ends up going that way, so.
No.
Yeah, it's hard for me to shut my brain off.
It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd.
Absurd.
I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah!
You okay, man?
Oh, yes. Of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
Oh God, no. Stop him. Thancred, stop him!
Where did he go?
What?
In the heavens?
Did Vauthry do that?
We must give chase. You know, somehow.
Wait.
What?
That is Mount Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
I'll help too. Maybe you can get to the next dungeon before I have to leave. When do you have to leave? How much time you got?
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vauthry's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects.
About 2 hours?
Will you let me try?
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Yo, that shit crazy, dude. Yeah, it's seen that Green is indeed able to reverse the effects of Vauthry's influence. Even as she tends to the afflicted in turn. Problem being, there's no end to them. Try to provide what relief you can to those who are waiting, and appreciate your help if you're willing. Now attune with the Aetherite and Unimore. So, here's some dream powder. Missing it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they receive proper attention. I would appreciate if you could assist with this task. Now, as the Victor is scattered all over the city, I suggest starting your search at derelicts and working your way up. When you're done, be sure to let Reen know. I got Ram. Yeah, so I see that that doctor guy's just gone. Hey, man. Is this him? The Glory Gate. Meow. What do you want? Move up? You know, when holy shit, it's Greg. How do you feel? It was pretty good. Take away the food. Here you go. You must help her rest while she awaits treatment, you say. Oh, thank you so much. When she's been acting, I didn't know what to do. Alright. Here's your. It's open the email. It's a screenshot of the Greg fight from that game. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, the 5th one will be coming out soon. I'm waiting for the 6th. Must stop trespassers stealing our paradise. Boom. Where did you fly to, my sweet canary? Alright. Hey, Irene. Oh, there you are, Freya. I just finished seeing this man. Now for the next one. More out in derelicts and below, you say. So many of them. Ophidian entrusts his power to me. I won't rest until I've helped everyone. I can bring the enthralled to you. That would certainly make it easier for me to work. Thank you, Freya. I'll do my best to keep pace.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Oh yeah, look what it is. It's the Chives.
Aren't you Alphino? The painter boy? What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
Yeah.
Let me handle this. Citizens of Yulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock. Indeed, you may be loath to believe it, but if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vauthry is a sin-eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
Yo, that shit fucking whack, man. For real?
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vauthry's puppets all this time?
Yes.
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vauthry's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own
Big
free will.
meanies.
It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims, for history, for your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vauthry.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vauthry has fled to Mount Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mount Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
Isn't there one here?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves.
Well, there's that too, I guess.
If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vauthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Oh, okay.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
Well, now you have to, dude.
No, that's not what I... It's just... All right, I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
It's free one tire,
Well
but this
done,
does
buddy.
not make him free. Alright, let's go. Do the thing.
friend. We have work to do.
Beans! 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 Beansley! The ladder situated north and west of right. Let's make our way to there for ya. This motherfucker is beans! Take me to the buttress. Debonair dame. But. 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 Hee But. But. Rest. But. Ha. But. Should probably grab that one Aether Current before we leave. To the northwest. Oh! Fuck, didn't I notice this? Damn. Do I have to get on like a building or something? Come on, he said what? Oh. Just jump? Just jump? Maybe up here? Oh, wait, no? Ah, there we go. Alright, I'm pretty sure there's another one like... Yeah, to the west. One of these dips. How much would that be once we get it? Well... Could be better. Tragopan seems like a derogatory term. Like I don't think I'd ever want to be called a Tragopan. I don't know what it means, but I don't think I want to be called it at all. Guessing it's by that tower over there? Maybe. Closer! To Calibri. What do you know? In the fruity days, that's true. Good day, oh God. Alright, now we move. I'm guessing that's the ladder. What? Come on up! Get up! Up there! Up! There you go. Cat. I see my darling try some aggressive work. I think I'm falling in love again. Everything's first. A 50-point inspection. When due to have them falling to pieces now. Well, why are you saying they're dropping? There's lots to be done, so go and make yourself useful. The ladder is a sturdy piece of engineering, but much may go wrong after 20 years of disuse, so let's be doubly thorough with its maintenance. Bottom rung, they call this place. How very apt. Apparently it's used to be a control center for the ladder, and a bustling hub of transport. Its glory days are far behind it. Rhea, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? Lord blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Tribe prepareth to activate them as we speak. The arcane knowledge you stole and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour we shall imbue the golems with aether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform. Very upon thee to procure lumber. I can do it. In front of dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou can persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our coals. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take a small break here to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. back to it. But yeah, no, one thing I'm actually really liking about this little arc here is that we're actually seeing these people who we've seen lavish themselves on no work at all, and the fruits of luxury is actually seeing them like get to like work, like they actually want to help. I don't know why the display looks so weird. It's a little bit brighter on mine, and I don't know how to perfect that to make it look exactly the same. I hope you guys don't mind having like a little bit darker. Hello there, Sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it. If you need lumber for a shack, come to the right place. We can do the building for you too. Though that'll cost extra. I need lumber for free. Want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, the least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Ritho for the number. Here, I'll lend you some writing material so you can take notes. God damn it. Do I actually have to... Fuck. God damn it. Do I actually have to, like, keep count? Do I have to keep count? Like, genuinely? Yes? Fuck. Alright. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, this is hard. Yeah, this might be the hardest quest in the game for me. 11? Okay. 11. Grethel? Hey, Vauthry, are you? Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. Those were rotted though, so we tossed them out. Shit. This is an actual math problem from fucking, like, 5th grade. Not even 5th grade. Like, 1st grade. So that would equal what? That's like, it's like what? It's like 59? No. Yes. 59? Are you getting Construct 7 flashbacks? What the hell is Construct 7? Did my mind block something out? Oh, get 3. Another load just arrived. 13 plank. Oh, fuck. One's damage. It's only good for 12. 12. 9 plus 2 is that's, and then you put carry over the 1. Did I have this right? Oh, the boss. That's right. A little less hectic because I actually have something to write it down on, because this is how much I forgotten math. 6. That'd be like 71. Would that be 71? 71. 71. 59 plus 12, because one of them's damaged. And I'm gonna go into here and be sure that Aerith knows well. Alright, so 7. 71. And then plus 11. That'd be 82. Currently have 82. How many planks does that make now? Right, knows what it does anyway, right? I'm sure you can work it out. You jot down the details of the conversation. enough to fix enough to fix the ladder. Exactly. Where's the rest? At least 7. Is it up here? Might be up there. Am I just blind? I think I might be blind. No, there it is. You are blind to the sins of this world. Math means nothing to me, Sarge. I hate numbers. That's right. 24. 6. 106. Okay. That should be good, right? That's why you're a writer. That is why I'm a writer. Oh no, I'm a writer because I wanted to write stories. I'm much more interested in creativity than numbers. So are you? So how many planes did you count? I got 106. Ah, it's exactly what I counted! Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fare puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? I'm fixing the ladder. You're serious with the ladder? I'll be damned. That's the case. Please, let us help with the work. We're shipwrights with no ship to build, only shacks. While it's living, we all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge. Do you reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on this project? He'd welcome the help. Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Alright. Oh, there's one to the southwest. Out of the way, hussy. Probably on that beach. How are we doing on Aether currents? We only have 4. And if we get this last one here, it's gonna be 5, so I guess the other 5 are in. Aether current. Not gonna do that again. I find it funny how everything here is just violent. Isn't like a single thing that is just not violent here in Cluja. I wake up every day and have to fight the urge to choose violence every day. Every minute of every day. Ooh, Big Daddy Thancred getting shit done. Well, that looked like it was being entirely metal, but there's actually a lot of wood if you look for it. I'm violent, but you messed that up, Free. Good. Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides, makes these greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not that the work shall be completed ere long, and we continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last these people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us ever onward towards the journey's end. Whatsoever may wait us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. At present, it would appear we have matters well here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Cat.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
Hey, my dude. How you doing?
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason?
What?
You conquer them. Crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it.
Okay. I'll take it. Wow. Warrior of Light, you're, or Warrior of Darkness, you're pretty cool,
The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying?
Are you crying?
Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Why would I remember it? I wasn't even there. Wait. Remember?
Never mind.
No. You get back. No, no.
The world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have.
Yes, but I also like the you know, my friends.
Remember, you are of the source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. Such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the XIV? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
Always planning. Every minute of every day.
I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive.
And you're not.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now.
Yeah, so being able to understand playism is... Yeah, it's great.
I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt.
Man, if only the rest of the Ascians were as, like, well done as Emmett.
Like for Emmett's son. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three
And
of
as
us
soon
have
as
been
I
invited
think
to
back
do
on the other ones you
honors.
counted,
Are
it's like,
you
wait,
up for
did
it?
they all think he...
Of course, if
like
you're
he did
worried
at one
that the whole
point?
thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else. That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow.
Deal with it for
and the
a
town
tiny thing you
shrink
can
below
comprehend.
us.
Yeah. Solitude is more than just
Awed and
being
terrified in
alone.
equal measure. We ascended without a word.
He was surrounded by
Silence
people that were
broken only by the rhythm of the gears.
basically just not equal to him. He was what, being in that
No one but me remembers that day.
place for so long? Cause like he's been in that throne room. He's been like with the Empire. Since the beginning.
Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
Yeah, there is honestly nothing worse than being alone. Before Garlemald was Alec. That's why solitary confinement is probably one of the worst forms of torture you can ever give someone. Here we finally are, at top Rome. Let us arrive ere long. Freya, come up here. There's something I need you to see. Yeah, that's why it's outlawed in most countries. It is probably one of the worst forms of torture someone could experience. Not the US, baby! Village fair over to the northeast. So there is, yet 2 gates with the ladder in operation. I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Alright, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look, Freya. Who could it be? I see him. You're gonna have me click on these by using the zoom. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable knowing who they are. Okay. I came in with the artifactor meals. Oh, then let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. I gotta assume it's at least somewhat inhabited, considering there's a person up here. Unless he decided that rock climbing was his most favorite passion. It's actually Todd Howard. He rode a horse up here? Aw, dude. Crazy. Alright, that's 6. You know what's the worst part about having ADHD when you're like very enthralled with stories? It's listening to someone explain something and just completely forgetting it in the next few seconds. That's it's happened to me a few times already. Makes it hard to remember every detail of the story, especially in a game that likes to bring up the smaller details. Space shuttle? Oh. That's the name you just met. That happened when I get up, walk the other and stand there for a few minutes and can't remember why I walked into that other room. Yeah. So let's say like some of the Emmett Selk's explanations I've completely forgotten. Which sucks. Cups are half empty, or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles suddenly over the stove. You can watch all of it in any in-room. Yeah, I can. I probably will be. Just to make sure I got it all. Nicholas Nintendo? News for you. Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed, while there's no one to be seen, it is plain that this village is anything but abandoned. They're just trying to conceal themselves. They are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? Give it a big thing. I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Oh! Yes, Sarge, one of your fatal flaws is not knowing when something happens in the story. Roughly, you know, when everything happens, just not in what exact order. Yep, and that has led to some very close moments. Archers from Yulmore. You remember it, ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound for the cities you were, and never did imagine we would meet again, and here of all places. We could say the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you here on whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amitius, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with the inhabitants of these parts. They took me through a secret tunnel which led me to the top of Brightcliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did, at any rate, until Mount Gold broke away from the earth. Then, just as suddenly, the ladder started moving again. Are you telling me that there wasn't a secret tunnel that brought you all the way up here? Well, at least we brought people together. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what has brought you here? The fucking mountain in the air. So Vauthry's a sin eater, and he's fled to Mount Golg. Literally the mountain. It's a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. Oh, you're my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristel. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If you are to convert Vauthry, you must find a way to reach Mount Gold. Of course, you already have permission to be here. After that, it was about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Ooh, a weapon! Hi, Mithril! If another hapless soul that Alfino saved from world danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Oh yeah! Alright, yeah, I see it! Yeah! How do they think the tale's strange? Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's a strange tale. Is it? Is it really that bewildering? When... fucking mountain? Ray and I are going to scout the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh? Very well then. Just take care out there. Hello, Ivanart. What a dumb name, Ivanart. Huh, what a loser name. What a lame name, huh? What a loser, heh. Nothing. A hat? Listen, friend, I'm run off my feet here. I need someone to take stock of our remaining food stores, and you just volunteered. Everything this village needs to survive. In case he's got depression? Well, maybe if his name wasn't Ibanart. I'd say we have more than enough dried meat to go around. There's a pharaoh in the hunt, but the haul was plentiful. If we're doing that, then I'm going to be whitewash. No one in here. Maybe in there? Oh! We put a good ton of liquor we got from the dwarves, so we might have to make do with the water at some point. At least we've got a fresh source with the river nearby. Well, much. We'll need to think of something because we're running low on both grain and beans. Beans! Grain's a problem then. Let's see if we can't trade our surplus meat and right for a few sacks of barley and the like. I'll get us through for the moment, but we'll need to come up with a long-term plan. Well, I'll think of something. Thanks for doing the legwork, friend. Say, you ever consider taking up work as a quartermaster? Now. There we go. Well, how does this helmet look? Path divergers. Let's split up so we can cover more ground. I'll go with you would be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain. Take note of what we see along the way. In a short while then. To the east? Ah! No, don't interrupt it. Ah! I discovered a new location. Hey, look at me. What? 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 Bunch of chimes are following me.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there. You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it?
Yeah, because we're closer.
If I were Vauthry, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Oh, hey there.
And you too, XIV. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Run too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
seems fine is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course.
Jump.
Master Alphino waiteth for us atop run. Thither should we make our way.
Getting stick bug over here. I checked where you are in the quest, and I think I can go with you to the quest tonight. The dungeon tonight. That's fine. I'll probably be stopping soon anyway. I was thinking of, yeah, I was kind of in the mood to stop anyway. Take a little break. For my sail. Interesting tries here. Well, I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gold. For this, you need to put all our heads together. Yeah, I got the weapon! Let's look at the weapon, and then I'm gonna call it. Alright, let's see how this looks. Lignum nuts. That's better. The miner's picked? Well, I assume so. It's the dwarf stuff. Anyway, this is where I'll be stopping next week. I might stream a little bit more tomorrow and Friday, but most of the time I just want to relax, at least until Saturday and Sunday. I'll probably stream on Saturday, but we'll see. But I'm definitely streaming Sunday. Anyway. Yeah. Pretty well in. I don't know how close we are to the next dungeon, but I assume it's not too far off. I'll be calling it, so thank you guys for watching. Specs, thanks for sticking around as mod. All you viewers, thanks for using your eyes to look upon this. gonna hang out with my dad for a little bit, and then I'll get back online, but we'll see. Alright. See you guys later. Goodbye.